Hello everyone, Chick here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Legacy United G1 Toy Universe Optimus Prime. I think it says G1 Universe, but there's G1 Universe Optimus Primes all over the place, and this one is obviously modeled after the toy. Without further ado, let's get a closer look. Here we have a rather simple little mold. He is very simple by modern day standards, but oh my, is he so adorable and obviously meant to look like G1 Optimus Prime toy, not cartoon, which I think is silly, or not silly, but it makes it funny that they actually give him two guns. This one on his back, which is, I do believe, more modeled for the cartoon, but I'm not exactly sure because it still feels a little bit too thin to be the cartoon gun, but this one's definitely modeled after the toy gun. And I guess made without, delaying it any further, for comparison, here we have him with Missing Link, Optimus Prime. Missing Link actually has just a little bit more articulation than him, I think. At the very least, he has ab crunch. He has no ab crunch. But if you look at the gun that they have, turn the same way, would you? It is the same. It is the same. And then, of course, the face looks the same. It's I would say it's not exactly a very fair comparison, but I will say, given that this guy has silver paint instead of chrome, I am more likely to want to play with him on a more regular basis, because chrome, it's a curse and a blessing. Anyway, enough about that. And what is very interesting, like his predecessor, Missing Link Optimus Prime, he has rubber tires. Only the ones on his hips are pinned in place. The others are snap-on, but they don't really look it when you look at them standard. But they're rubber tires. Rubber tires! It's absolutely amazing that they include rubber tires on this guy. They did not have to. And then how it says Cybertron Radial. Like, oh man, that is just so cool. And there's a little serial number. I'm assuming it's just a serial number or part number for the part, because I did look up that number and nothing really came up. At least nothing related to Transformers in any way, shape, or form that I could see. He does come with a little matrix of leadership, and it is just clear blue plastic. He cannot hold it. I mean, if you position his hands like a certain way, he can kind of balance on, but he cannot hold it. So I feel like it's a little, I mean, it's nice to have, I guess, but it's really unnecessary, like strictly unnecessary, because you can't, like I said, you can't hold it. The head obviously is very accurate to the G1 toy, as you just saw, compared to Missing Link Optimus Prime, although it does have this part, which I don't know exactly why it is. It looks like it's molded blue plastic, and the whole thing was just painted yellow. That's what I think was done there. And bring in the handy dandy flashlight just to see. I guess it is light piping. Yeah, it actually is light piping. Okay, it does. That's actually really cool. I guess it isn't painted blue. I guess it just looks a little bit off, just a little bit, like it looks kind of bluish. Maybe it's paint. Maybe it's painted clear plastic with yellow paint. But yeah, that is actually really cool. That actually does really cool. Unfortunately, to get that full effect, you have to have something really bright above it. But man, does that actually look pretty cool. Anyway, as you can see, he got, like I said, he comes with the two guns, one that's toy accurate, one that's more toon accurate, I'm sure. But I honestly might just put that with the spare accessories tote container that I have, because like, why does he really need two guns? Anyway, enough about that. The Energon axe, I think it's pretty cool. It's the solid plastic, not the soft rubbery one, which I do appreciate. And it does have it on the bottom so that when viewed from the top and side, it looks pretty decent. I will say one thing that is a little sad, not too sad, it's not that sad, it's not really that big of a deal, especially considering it's supposed to be, G1 style. Like, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but He has no rotating wrists, and I'm pretty sure the original one did have rotating wrists only because the hands were pegged in, and of course you could twist on the peg hole, I'm sure. But yeah, this is pretty much what you see is pretty much what you get with this guy, but he does have a little more articulation than some might think. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this gun out. Head is on a ball joint. You look up and down, which is more than what Missing Link can do, at least in the head region. He does get a decent amount wibbly wobbly and can do a full 360. Arms can go out that far. You can rotate the smokestacks, or you can remove them all together. Might remove them, give them a silver paint at some point, just so that it matches that. Arms can do a full 360. You get an elbow rotation, but it may as well be, I guess, bicep rotation, but it's not too bad. It's about 90 bend there. Like I said, nothing at the wrist. You do get a waist rotation. That's pretty stiff, at least on my copy. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. You can pretty much do the full splits, which is pretty nice. But you do have to get all these things flipped up on the sides and front. Legs go forward or back that far, but that's also, transformation position. But I mean, it is posability. Gets thigh rotation. Gets about 90 bent at the knee. And he gets about 90 degree of ankle tiltage. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess you could even stand him up on his rubber tires or something, maybe. Well, maybe if it's rotated the other way, but yeah. Rubber does tend to grip, so I assume maybe that could work, but I guess not. Anyway, that's about it for robot mode. The transformation is rather simple. Just open up the back, rotate the head in, flip down, rotate, close, fold down, rotate out, close, then tab together the legs, although they don't tab together the greatest, but they do tab together. I guess it's the way it's shaped. I guess it's to give it a better look, but it does make it a little bit awkward. And on this side, you can see the snaps, but it's still not too obvious. Fold the legs up, rotate in, and then just tab into place. Rotate and tab into place, and then front bumper tabs into the front of the tires, and then just make sure everything's lined up. The tanks, back of the elbows, and this is a pretty cohesive little truck mode. Unfortunately, on my copy, it's not as bad as it was when I first got him, but there's just such a gap there. I did try shaving down some of the plastic to get the arms to just sit just right, but it's just such a bother. I don't know why, but it's not the worst thing ever. It doesn't look too horrible. It doesn't look horrible, I guess. But with the rubber tires, oh man, he rolls. He really rolls. Yeah, he rolls the road. And then you can plug, stuck in my finger. You can plug the axe back there, and then plug the guns right there, and then that's storage for vehicle mode, which is more than G1 had, at least for his normal standard vehicle mode. And while we're at it, I thought I should go ahead and bring in Earthrise's trailer, because why not? Because I think it suits him better than does Earthrise. But just flip that back and peg in, and there we have him pretty much doing a G1 Optimus Prime things, and I think that is oh so cool. And as I mentioned in my little live thing I did a while back, I would not be surprised if they released this mold with a trailer. Who knows, it might be slightly smaller, or it could be exactly the same, but I think that looks so cool, and I would not be surprised if they re-release this as, I don't know, maybe Voyager. That might be a little cheap, so it'd probably be somewhere between Voyager or Leader class, or in that range, Voyager or Leader, if they were to re-release this as Optimus with a trailer, but I think that this is about right. It might be slightly too big, but I don't think it looks too bad like that. And for a quick comparison, here we have Missing Link Optimus Prime with his trailer. And given the size difference between the trailer for Missing Link and then for him, I'd say it's pretty much spot on. Like I said, it seemed like it's a little bit big on him, but I think it's about right. I mean, the spacing might be just a little bit off between here, but not by much. Because, I mean, they both can pretty much do the exact same thing as far as turning capabilities. So I think that that is oh so very cool. Especially, like I said, no, not like I said. I might have said it at some point, but not so far in this video, I don't think. But I'd say that this is, especially if you have the Earthrise Optimus with the trailer, and you just don't feel like shelling out the money for a Missing Link Optimus Prime, I'd say this is a good alternative to fill in that little G1 spot in your collection, even though he is a bit smaller than the G1 Optimus Prime. I know Missing Link is slightly larger, but he's significantly smaller than Missing Link, so I know that he's definitely smaller than G1 Optimus Prime. That would be about it for this review, but I think I should go ahead and just pop this open. All the other accessories that were in there before from the Centurion drone I took out, except for anything that regards to Optimus Prime, or at least this one, which means only roller, really. But I think that that's pretty cool to have this, and then if you want to, since they are the same ports, you can just go ahead and plug your Optimus Prime accessories in here. On the back of Roller, except Roller can't stay in his little slot right here. Because then that means I guess either Roller's going to be loose in here, or the axe will be loose in here. But because it won't fit like this, so you are somewhat limited if you want to store non-original accessories or accessories that weren't made specifically for this Optimus Prime, but you can then just store them all in here. And there you have storage in the trailer without having to mess up the clean look. Well, mostly clean. It wasn't for the fact of that on my copy, at least. The clean look of the truck mode. And oh man, this is just so cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like Earthrise Optimus Prime, and I probably won't get rid of him, but I just must say that this one, he pulls it off so much better. So that's about it for Transformers Legacy United G1 Style Universe Toy Optimus Prime Deluxe Class and all that with Earthrise's trailer. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.